Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Alright, this is it. Finally got her on the stand. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. Alright, let's get this going. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so you went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Well, there was definitely one. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination?
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright, the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so you went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Let's ask about that. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. What? Nothing? 2:30 we took a 15-minute break. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. I love that scene. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table, alright. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kinda wish she'd said more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being on the stand, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. I entered the trailer a little before noon. Oh, that's it? Okay. Let me see. I was fatigued. Took a meeting. Well, let's try to prove. Let's see if there's a way we could prove she didn't eat it. The van. After the meeting in the trailer. Sleeping pills. No. I can't find anything. Alright. It was a rehearsal, so you went to Studio 1. Alright, let's ask about that. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Exactly. Alright, let's go back and... Alright. Let's talk about the meeting starting. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Okay. I enter the trailer, a little before noon. Alright, let's press that, I guess. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Okay, let's see. Is there anything that we could use here? Is there anything? At 2:30. Breaking the shadows and do with duct tape. What the hell? There's nothing I could use here. What the heck could I use? I can't find anything. I think I'm kind of stuck, actually. Is it the van, maybe? Use this van to drive after the beginning of the trailer. Wait a minute. Didn't this thing block... Oh, so after 4, that's when they left. What the heck? I can't find anything. After we took a 15-minute break. In the meeting, and I team all stink. What? Did I miss something? What the heck? Do you have some... Oh, gosh. Is there anything? Let me see. Maybe if I... If I show the plate... What the heck could I use? Oh, alright. There we go. That did work. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a Teemo steak? But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate?
This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ew, she looks ugly. She looks horrible. Ms. Vasquez. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too, oh gosh. Didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat anything during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order. Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't it a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worried that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear? Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? Do that. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The Steel Samurai Spear was not the murder weapon. What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the Steel Samurai Spear was not used as the murder weapon. Do we show the picture? I guess so. No! Wrong. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, I picked the wrong one. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence. I guess the spear itself? Show that. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that his spear broke during the morning scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear, and it was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and all will be heard. Swerved. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. And how was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can tell you. Would I make a claim like this if I didn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Had to be the fence. Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside press. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened again. Has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to this trailer in the space of 15 minutes? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death and carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? Well, I don't know. We'll have to find out in the next episode. See you guys then.